Quo Vadis, Malaysia. The Latin phrase Quo Vadis means where are you going? And so, where are you going, Malaysia? I'm beginning this series of conversations with top personalities concerning politics, concerning policy, concerning identity, or what it is to be a true Malaysian. My first guest is the Honorable former Prime Minister of Malaysia, the 4th and the 7th, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. I am so thankful that I have this opportunity as a doctor to speak to another doctor. But this one was different because it was challenging, it was overwhelming, because he is 98 years old and he will be 98 on the 10th of July this year, 2023. And so my conversation is all about his journey and my journey as a doctor, my service in the armed forces, and what I went through. Both of us are not only doctors but patients. Both have had open heart surgery. Both know what it is to have our hearts stopped. Both of us know what it is to have death knocking at the door. So I'm deeply pleased that Tun Dr. Mahathir sat for 1.5 hours in front of me, patiently listening to my sharing of heart. And I listened to his heart, and I hope you will enjoy this first conversation that I've had with the first of these series with Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Enjoy.
I remember 1981 very clearly because I was a captain in the Malaysian Armed Forces. I was seconded from the Ministry of Health to the Ministry of Defense. And I was positioned in Bao in Sarawak. And at that time, communist insurgency was very much alive. And I remember being in the jungles of Sarawak in Bao with my M16 and feeling one word, truly Malaysian. Because my colleagues were all doctors and all of us were holding M16s. And it was a great sense of patriotism that to defend the nation of Malaysia. So I remember 1981 very well when you came in to become my fourth Prime Minister. And there's much that we can learn.
Malaysians became convinced that we have the ability to perform heart surgeries. And because of that, there was a demand. And the doctors told me that they needed a hospital, a special hospital. So as I was the Prime Minister, I was able to persuade the cabinet that we should allocate funds for a hospital, a heart hospital, IJN, Institute Jantung Negara, the Heart Institute of Malaysia. So money was provided, and we built this institute. And today it has expanded very much. It has a huge number of patients, and people no longer worry about having open heart surgery.
I want to just say thank you because I had my open heart surgery in IGN, and I owe my life to Dato Sri Azari Yaakob and my cardiologist, Dato Amin. We were both, working together in the General Hospital in the 80s. So life has a way of making its turn, and you meet the people who are keeping me alive. But Tun, in the intensive care unit, I really felt a true Malaysian because it took Dato Azari to open up my chest. It took Dato Amin to look after my heart. It took another Chinese thoracic surgeon to take veins from my leg. And it took an Indian anesthetist to extubate me. So we had all the three, Malaysians working on me. And this is the beauty of being in this country, where we are all here interconnected. And if we feed with one another, there's so much of wealth to share.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Charles Lee. Before this episode starts, I have a small favor to ask from you. Many visit and watch the videos and they find it very informative, they get excited. Some of them write to me on my email, but they don't subscribe. So would you do me a small favor? Would you just press that subscribe button? It'll be so good for all of us. Certainly it helps the channel grow. It adds a little bit of vitality to the channel. At the same time, the numbers get bigger, and my heart gets bigger too. So just to know that you're with me, you enjoy the company, and I enjoy your company, you won't believe it. So please subscribe, press that button. I want to hear those bells jingle. And most of all, stay tuned. And I love your company. We'll talk again.